Good morning, children. Today we are going to continue the lesson, the diamond necklace. Open page 144. The next day, she went to her friend's house and talked to her about her problem. So, the next day, Matilda went to her friend's house, that is Mrs. Forrester's house, who was a classmate, that is her school friend, and she was rich. So she talked to her about her problem that she did not have any jewelry to wear for the party. Mrs. Forrester at once brought out a large jewel box. So Mrs. Forrester went inside and brought a large jewel box, a jewelry box she brought out. "Choose for yourself, my dear," she said. So she offered the jewel box to Matilda and asked her to choose any piece of jewelry she liked. Matilda tried many jewels before the glass, but she could not make up her mind. So Matilda tried on different pieces of jewelry before the mirror, but she could not decide which one to choose. She tried many pieces, but she could not choose the perfect one to go with her dress. Suddenly she discovered a superb diamond necklace. Then all of a sudden she found a very beautiful diamond necklace. She found a beautiful diamond piece. She placed it about her neck and liked it very much. When she put on the diamond necklace, this beautiful diamond necklace she placed on her neck, she liked it very much. Then she asked in a hesitating voice, "Could you lend me this?" Then she asked her friend, Mrs. Forrester, that, "Can you lend me? Can I borrow this diamond necklace for the party?" "Certainly," said Mrs. Forrester. So when Mrs. Forrester offered her the jewelry box, Matilda tried different jewelry pieces before the mirror, but she was undecided. Then all of a sudden she found a beautiful diamond necklace. When she tried on this necklace, she liked it very much. Then she asked that could she borrow this piece of jewelry. Then Mrs. Forrester, "Certainly," replied Mrs. Forrester. Mrs. Forrester readily agreed to give her that piece of jewelry. Matilda fell upon the neck of her friend and embraced her thankfully. So Matilda was very happy getting this diamond necklace. Then she hugged her friend. She embraced her and was very grateful to her, very thankful to her. Then she came back home with the diamond necklace. After thanking her friend, she was so happy that she came home with this diamond necklace. It was the night of the party. So it was the night of this big event, the ball. It was the night of this big party. Matilda Lawsell was a great success. So Matilda was very successful in this party. Everyone was talking about her. She looked the prettiest of all. She looked very pretty in her dress and her jewelry. She was full of joy. She was very, very happy. All men noticed her and asked her name. Everyone was asking her name and she looked very pretty. So she was very happy. Everyone was talking about her and everyone wanted to know her name. Even the minister praised her for her beauty. Even the minister who was present in the event praised her for her beauty. So all in all, she was very successful. So Matilda was very happy because everyone praised her that she was the prettiest and she was very much joyful because of it. So this event made her very successful. Matilda's victory was complete, so she felt very victorious, as if she had won a great battle. She was the focus of all attention. She was the center of all the attention, so she liked it very much. Her beauty was matchless, so her beauty was becoming matchless. Nobody could compare to her beauty, to her looks. So she was very, very beautiful. With the dress and the beautiful necklace, she looked very beautiful. So her beauty was unmatched. Nobody could be compared to her beauty. She danced with joy and enthusiasm. So in the dance, she was dancing out of joy and pleasure. So she was very, very enthusiastic. She danced with lot of joy. In triumph of her beauty, she forgot all about her husband. She found as if she had won a match, so she was very much grateful and joyful. The result of this triumph was her beauty, that she forgot about her husband. So she did not even care for her husband. The poor fellow had been sitting and waiting in the corner of the reception room. So her husband was all alone, sitting in a corner of the reception of the grand party room. He was in the reception room all alone, and her husband was all alone, and she did not care about him at all. She forgot all about his presence. She felt so victorious. She felt so great that she forgot about his presence, and he was left all alone. So Matilda was only thinking about herself. She was thinking about her beauty. She was thinking that how beautiful she looked. Everyone was praising her. She danced with joy and was enthusiastic. She was full of triumph because of her matchless beauty. She felt that nobody could be compared with her beauty. All the women could not be compared to her beauty, and everyone was praising her. So all noticed her and all were asking about her. So even minister was praising her beauty. So she forgot about her husband, who was all alone waiting in the corner of the reception room. There was nobody with him, and she danced with joy and enthusiasm, thinking only about herself. So we'll stop here for today. Thank you, children.